the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. It's going to be, I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play, because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
If,
You okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. Well, we have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The big men are Green and Gasol. Conley out there with Brooks, and it's Anderson in at the 3. Green with a screen for Conley. Knocks it loose, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Favors. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance.
And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft. Featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late riser on most people's boards, but still couldn't crack the top 10.
What's up?
And that one misses.
And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms and is very quick off his feet.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
And Utah has possession after Memphis gets the three.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Mitchell against Brooks. Gasol, a screen on Mitchell. Brooks, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Brooks has got 5. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Favors sets the pick for Mitchell. To the inside. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Mitchell. Favors got his second basket of the night.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
On the wing, Brooks. Gasol passes to Brooks. Right side, Conley. Clock at 4. Gasol a screen. Here's Anderson. He had stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Favors can't get it to go.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Conley's shot is off.
Woo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Mitchell against Brooks. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
Gasol, a screen on Rubio. Conley kicks to Gasol. It's good from long range. Gasol's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Conley. Back to Brooks. And Gasol now top of the key. That one, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
Now here's Brooks following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. This all setting the pick for Brooks. Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Gobert. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Steve, a guy who can give you a lot of things, Joe Ingles, but it all starts with that jump shot.
You're right. He's very efficient from range. That opens up the floor, creates driving lanes and passing angles. invaluable to this offense.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Anderson.
One shot.
The Utah Jazz, their offense, they can go at you from several angles. They have a lot of shot creators and a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. Solid shooting, and they don't get sped up on the offensive end.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah leading by 8. Here's Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Smitty, with the Jazz offense, they are looking for that corner 3.
Yes, indeed. They took advantage of that last season. They took the most corner 3s in the league, and they had the 3rd highest percentage from there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. 5th, Joe Ingles.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's Brooks to the left wing. Conley, the pass to Gasol. To halt the run, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gasol's got 5.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
Brooks against Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Green, the screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. Brooks with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Utah leading by 11. Rubio with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ingles can't get it to go.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Favors. And that one hits back iron. The Grizzlies trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rubio against Conley. Favors with the screen. Now here's Gobert, guarded closely. Rubio with it. Now Green defending. And here's Ingles outside.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Brooks. Over Rubio. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Stolen by Brooks. Fires from deep. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Brooks. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Well, you know this franchise, they preach fundamentals. The Grizzlies led the league in personal fouls last season. Just another example of where things went wrong.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Gasol. Chandler Parsons comes in for Jermichael Green. Wayne Selden's checked in for Brooks. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Mike Conley. I'm thinking about the Grizzlies, Smitty. It's going to be a challenge rebuilding this roster.
Yeah, cap space has been a challenge for the Grizzlies. Drafting well has been a challenge also. And of course, you have the coaching carousel.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Over in the corner, Selden. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Well, they knew they weren't just going to be given this game. They had to go out and take it, and they're close.
And they call an illegal screen here. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for Utah.
And we see the bigs really creating shots for everybody offensively. That's been a key factor here for them. Playing inside out, collapsing the defense, and creating open look.
Now here's Matt. And Parsons kicks to Jackson. Brooks with a screen on Crowder. Parsons attacking. Brooks dishes to Matt. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis moving that ball around. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Utah leading by 3. Here's Exum. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And certainly he's got many natural tools. Dante Exum now starting to put them to better use.
Kevin, he's playing with a better decisiveness now. You can see he has a plan. Still very young, still has the upside. We'll see if he can keep it rolling.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Steve, you played with 6 different NBA teams. What's the best way to earn the respect of new teammates, for instance, in the case of you with the 6 different teams you played on?
I think, Kevin, being yourself in all situations. You come in and you do what we used to call the obvious. You play extremely hard. You're a good teammate, and obviously being on time, and you don't be one of those players that deviates from the system. Come in and follow the game plan, and don't try to go outside the game plan, and just be reliable and be disciplined.
Good perspective.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A 5th place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
And the second free throw, good. And Smitty, the Jazz certainly caught many by surprise last season.
You have to credit the job the front office did to reload the roster. Ended up losing to the Rockets in a thriller in the 2nd round. But this is a team no opponent wants to see in the playoffs.
Now here's Crowder. And it's Exum. That time on the assist from Crowder. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
To the middle. Here's Selden. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
A nice job of converting. But what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Matt. Exum passes to Udo. Back to Exum. Passes to Burks. Fires the 3. That shot missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks, left side. The pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Here's Selden. Brooks with a screen on Cephalosha. They get the rebound. Parsons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Getting points any way he can. Parsons can surprise you on the offensive glass.
Screen by Udo. Outside Crowder. Pass to Cephalosha. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Utah, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he makes the first. Cephalosha hits both of them.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Now here's Matt. Not a lot of room, and Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brooks outside. Parsons sets a screen for Brooks. He kicks to Mack. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Shot off the pick. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Screen by Udo. Outside Crowder. Back to Exum. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Selden kicks to Jackson. Over Udo.
Exum's defense is excellent, really willing himself to get over in time to put a hand in his man's face.
Screen by Udo. Burks dishes to Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Brooks against Burks. Pass to Selden. Jacks up a 3. Second chance shot. Burks pulls it in. Utah leading by 4. Now here's Exum. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Burks. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Brooks. Parsons right side. Selden. He's got 6. Exum pulls it in. He gets it up. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's about getting the call right.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, you know, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, you know, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
So on the floor for Memphis. On the wings, Selden and Anderson. Chandler Parsons out there with Jackson, and it's Mack in at the point guard position. Jackson passes to Selden. Jackson a screen on Burks. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Selden.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Mack. Crowder kicks to Udo. Screen by Udo. Crowder dishes to Exum. It's rebounded by Memphis. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Offensive rebound, Anderson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A versatile swingman. Kyle Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo for his methodical style of play.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Second free throw, no good. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around him.
Mike Conley with a terrific field in the pick and roll. He's like a quarterback going through his progressions.
Exum kicks to Crowder. And there's the pass to Gobert. Now here's Burks. He's guarded closer. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The explosive leaping of Burks serves him well in completing plays like that. A tremendous athlete. Unfortunately for Burks, he has had some bouts with injuries, but he's a guy who can take over stretches with his length and quickness.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Crowder. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Cephalosha. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. Well, Alec Burks, he's just one of those guys you just love to watch attack the rim and attack that defense.
Yes, he's a nice ball handler, can create his own offense. He can get to the rim, and he gets to the line. He only needs a better jump shot to take the next step.
Jazz leading by 11. Mitchell in the corner. Stolen by Michael Conley. Left side Gasol. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Green with the ball. Favors picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Brooks. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Brooks has got 9. And Utah has possession. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Gobert. Favors inside, guarded by Green. Favors can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 9. The feed to Anderson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
When you watch Kyle Anderson, he's just a different type of player. Below average athleticism and jump shot. Rare combination in this league, but he can give you a lot. He knows the game.
that one misses. And talking about Anderson, he's the kind of guy coaches trust to make the right basketball play.
Very, very high basketball IQ. Nice passer with great vision. He can give you quality minutes.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Burks. He hits the second from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Jazz leading by 8. Rubio outside. Favors with the screen. Here's Ingles. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Conley for 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Like seeing Mike Conley get busy from beyond the arc. When he has space to pull up, he fires the threes.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. And that one's good by Favors.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. To the wing right side. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Rubio against Conley. Back to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Rubio. In transition, here come the Jazz. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
I mean, elite level athleticism. Donovan Mitchell attacking the rim. So exciting to watch greatness develop.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Out to the right wing. Conley kicks to Gasol. 13 feet away. Conley's shot is off.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. To the paint and stolen by Favors. On the wing, Ingles. He can't hit that time. And Memphis the other way now.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Utah leading by 9. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pal Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. But they recover it. Anderson against Rubio, and it goes down 2 points.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Utah's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Rubio the pass to Favors. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Back to Conley. Pass to Green. Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead. Rubio against Conley. Mitchell outside. Stolen by Brooks. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Last year, a devastating season for the Memphis Grizzlies, especially on the offensive end. Dead last in field goals attempted and in field goals made.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. when talking about the Grizzlies, part of that low offensive output is that they tend to play at a slower pace.
Typically, the Grizzlies are known for a grit and grind philosophy, and that lends itself to a slow, bruising style of play. Last year, they tried to play faster, but didn't really have the personnel to pull it off.
Rubio misses.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
To the middle. Here's Favors. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Offensive rebound. Gobert with the block. Brooks against Ingles. Feeds to Mitchell. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break Memphis. Brooks leading the charge. Right side Conley. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Conley's got 10 points.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Utah calls timeout.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
Udo's checked in for Derek Favors. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Brooks.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Utah trailing here. Rubio outside. Kicks it to Ingles. He feeds it to Gobert. Shot to end this cold run. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
They set the screen. Conley kicks to Brooks. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Passes to Gobert. Rubio against Conley. The pass to Ingles. Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right there.
You know what? I like the flair, but you blew a layup. You know you've gone way too far.
Conley's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Steve, you had an excellent playing career. Talk a little bit about the work you had to put in and just to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it comes down to that work ethic. Obviously, we all have talent, but you have to put in that work, and that work continues on the court, off the court, and it's basically 365 days a year where you have to find a way to get better.
Was it mainly shooting for you?
No, not mainly shooting for me, Kevin. I think it was always just my overall game.
No good on the free throw. And for years, the Memphis Grizzlies defined mid-level success in the NBA, but not last season.
Before last year, they made the playoffs 7 straight seasons. Never played in a championship, but always seemed a player or two short. Now they're finally rebuilding.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson, he's checked in for Gasol. Chandler Parsons comes in for Jermichael Green. Wayne Selden's checked in for Brooks. And Max subbed in for Mike Conley. Pass to Parsons. Back to Mack. Pass to Selden. He had stolen by Ingles. Rubio, the pass to Udo. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Steve, the golden era of basketball for the Jazz were in the late 90s with Stockton and Malone. What was it like playing against those teams?
Well, they were unguardable in the pick and roll. Fantastic in the fast break situation. Karl Malone, one of the best runners at the 4 position. And then you had John Stockton. If you made a mistake, he would make you pay with the pass. And they had toughness. Probably would have won a title if Jordan wasn't around.
Free throw good. Udo. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. There's the screen. Parsons outside. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Parsons got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Jazz trail by 3. And here's Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Mitchell. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
And Mack kicks to Jackson. Mack, good. Mack's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell passes to Udo. Ingles with the ball. Covered by Parsons. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket for Mitchell.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Out left to the wing. Gobert against Jackson. Zeldin. 8 points for him. Out to Brooks. Pass to Parsons. Clock is at 3. A shot. And that one goes long.
You know what I'll tell you? He's got nothing here in the second quarter after just 1 made shot in the first.
Here's Mitchell. Dishes it to Udo. The layup missed.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Parsons passes to Matt. Outside Jackson. Here's Brooks. No good. Good D by Mitchell. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Atlanta. Here's Rubio. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Zeldin. That's tipped. Here's Brooks. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those 3-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them in. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1 half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The first quarter was a difficult one for Memphis. They tried to get their legs under them and establish at least a little momentum, and at their lowest point in the period, they were facing an 11-point deficit. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Well, we've seen Marshawn Brooks really having a great game.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Utah's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Clock at 6. Ingles with a screen on Brooks. For the lead, and the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got the first points of the second half here for Utah.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Brooks kicks to Gasol. No good from outside. Utah leading. Ingles up top. He's covered by Anderson. Nice ball movement by Utah. And he's good on the 3-ball. Steve, while he was interim head coach last season, J.B. Bickerstaff certainly went over the players' approval.
Mark Gasol said he's done a tremendous job with the tools he was given and with what he was allowed to do. Mike Conley simply stated he deserves this job. The Grizzlies brass was impressed enough that they didn't conduct a coaching search.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Rubio dishes to Favors. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert. And that's 18 points for Donovan Mitchell. Brooks against Mitchell. Brooks the pass to Green. On the wing, Brooks. He's got 15. Green kicks to Conley. For the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
And the pass to Ingles. Brooks against Mitchell. Green with the block.
One of Jamichael's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly. And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Favors can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Anderson outside. Derek Favors with the rebound. Utah leading by 5. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 20 points.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Gasol. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mitchell against Brooks. Here's Ingles. Buries it down low. And now a 9-point Jazz lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Crowder, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. Alec Burks checked in for Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. Last season, he played outstanding. 12th in blocks. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And anytime you take it inside against him, you know it may be coming right back the other way. He was a nasty, nasty shot blocker last season. Free throw, no good for Burks. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact break in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now Conley. 10 points for him. It's good. And that's 17 points for Brooks.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Exum kicks to Gobert. Back to Exum. There's the pick. Burks on the wing. Brooks covering from the baseline. Here's Gobert, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Conley dishes to Brooks. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
To the inside, Conley, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And so good for so long. Conley still with no all-star appearances, Steve. That's hard to believe.
It is. It's a shame. Lots of competition at that point guard spot. People recognize the ability, but he continues to lose the numbers game.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two shots.
That one falls for Mike Conley. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you cross that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
Sefolosha passes to Crowder. Over Green. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Gasol, a screen on Gobert. Knocked loose. Green, the screen from downtown, and it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got 15.
You know, it's hard enough to stay with Mike Conley, but when he's coming off screens, the defense has to work.
Gobert, the screen. Pass to Burks. Over Brooks. Another miss by Utah. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That one wide left. Utah leading by 4. Down low. Here's Crowder. And Gasol sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now, here's Exum. Covered by Conley. Screened by Udo. Fast break Memphis. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Utah calls timeout. Well, Smitty, usually careful with the basketball. The Grizzlies turned it over quite a bit last season.
Yeah, after years of playing methodical ball, they tried to open up the offense, but their starting point guard played in only 12 games. They really need Mike Conley, and no one stepped up in his absence.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Chandler Parsons comes in for Marc Gasol, and Max subbed in for Anderson. Utah has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. Here's Crowder. They need this one, and he lays it up and in. Crowder's got 6.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area, knows how to get his shot.
And Parsons kicks to Jackson. Pass to Selden for the lead. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Utah trailing here. Exum with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Burks. It's blocked. But he gets it back. And the foul on Alec Burks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. To the paint, and stolen by Cephalosha. Here's Udo. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 8 points for him.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Selden passes to Jackson. No good from Selden. The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. Exum with it. 7 points in the game. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And taking a look now at the stats for Mac. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
To me, what is most impressive about Mike Conley is his decision making. He's a guy you can trust to handle and run your offense.
And Conley drops them both.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the 2nd half.
Screen by Udo. Outside Crowder over Parsons. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Conley. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Exum. 7 points in the game. And here's Burks. They get a hand on it. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made, just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
Back to Conley. Parsons for three. It's rebounded by Udo. Jazz trail by 3. Cephalosha passes to Crowder. Parsons with some nice D.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
And that one's good. Selden.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Screen by Udo. Now here's Exum. Defense is right there. Passes it to Crowder. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A shot by Crowder, no good.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, it's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
For the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Jay Crowder. Mitchell comes in for Alec Burks. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Exum. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And Rubio kicks to Udo. The feed to Favors. To end the run, and it's good on the way up. Favors got 11 points.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
And the pass to Jackson. Back to Parsons. And finished off by Parsons.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Selden passes to Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's the screen. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Screen by Udo. Favors, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
First one falls for him. And so Favors nails both of them. 16 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Knocked away. And now it's Cephalosha running. He can go all the way. And Cephalosha with the jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Shelvin Mack is out there with Brooks. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Jackson. And it's Selden in at the 3.
And Parsons is just so good at keeping the ball zipping around.
Jazz trail by 5. Here's Rubio. And now running it up the court. Mack pushing it up. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Parsons got 3 assists now in this one. Utah's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Pass to Cephalosha. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. Utah the rebound. Favors can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Parsons' shot is off.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Cephalosha. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jazz trail by 7. Rubio outside. He kicks to Ingles. Back to Rubio. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Jackson. Jermichael Green comes in for Chandler Parsons. Anderson, he's checked in for Wayne Selden. And it's Marshawn Brooks in for Shelvin Mack. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
Ingles dishes to Mitchell over Brooks, and it's Mitchell missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Now Brooks outside Gasol. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. Gasol, a screen on Mitchell. Brooks, the pass to Gasol. Anderson in the post. Gobert on him. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Favors. Back to Mitchell. Kicks it to Rubio. Passes it to Ingles. Stolen by Anderson. He had stolen by Ingles. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Gasol setting the pick for Brooks. Now the pass to Gasol. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Brooks right side. On the wing, Green. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
First one falls for him. Mike Conley's checked in for the Grizzlies. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Anderson inside. Ingles covering. A wide open look for Gasol. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
That's how you like to set up a big man for the shot. Gasol just catching it and letting it go.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. Inside, Favors. Great D that time from Green.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Gobert the screen. Back to Rubio. Over Conley. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Rubio. The Grizzlies have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Gasol, a screen on Rubio. Pass to Anderson. To the inside. And finished off by Gasol.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And Rubio kicks to Favors. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
It takes a lot of skill to get whacked and still complete the basket. Luckily, Favors is a super talented player who does this regularly.
And that one falls for Favors. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Green. Lots of room. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
JaMychal Green's shooting ability cannot be forgotten. He has put in a ton of time to improve in his J.
Rubio dishes to Favors. And he uses the glass on the layup. Favors got 5 points in the quarter.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Here's Conley. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Sneaky athleticism of Conley, able to absorb the hit there and still get the shot.
And the outside shot finally starting to come around for Ricky Rubio.
Yes, Kevin, he'll never be a pure shooter, but you have to like the improvement. Last year, he hit 35% of his threes, the highest number of his career, and he shot more threes than ever before.
One shot.
And that one falls for Conley.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
Gobert with a screen on Green. Brooks against Mitchell. Over Brooks. And it's Mitchell missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Jazz trail by 7. Inside. Here's Favors. Passes it to Ingles. Puts up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. It's Anderson with the drive. Out to Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Brooks with it. Anderson the screen. Brooks kicks to Conley. Gasol against Gobert. Green the screen. Conley the pass to Green. Not enough on that one as it misses. Utah's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Ingles, and he drops it in from the low post. Ingles has got 4 points in the quarter.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
Green with a screen for Anderson. They kick it out to Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brooks, the pass to Gasol. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Utah shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Here's Mitchell. No good. Shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. Anderson right side. He had stolen by Ingles. Goes up. Here's Mitchell. He dishes it to Favors. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Favors passes to Mitchell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Mitchell's got 28 points for the game.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
It's stolen by Gobert. Brooks against Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Another shot. Yes! And the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. A free throw drops for Gobert.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Brooks against Mitchell. Brooks kicks to Anderson. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
A nice setup. Kyle makes pretty good decisions with the ball in his hands.
Mitchell passes to Favors. Back to Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Mitchell drops them both.
This guy is the definition of the word clutch. He has all the trust in the world from his teammates in these kinds of situations.
Green, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, Jermichael Green is extremely gifted down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there.
The drive by Mitchell. And Jackson with the block. And another shot. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Shoots the 3. Gobert can't hit.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Brooks the pass to Green. And Anderson has it in the corner. Green the screen. Rocket 6. Anderson's shot is off. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. The pass to Conley. The shot misses. Good D by Rubio. From deep Ingles. The 3 won't fall. And an intentional foul right there. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mark. Not the prettiest of games, but you got the job done. What was the difference down the stretch?
Getting stops. I thought we got good stops. We took away the pain. We did multiple efforts. So we did a good job rebounding the ball and, make up the shot at the end, too.
Offense and defense equals W's. Thanks, Mark. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.